It's a stressful time. Oh. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So for a bit of context before we kick off this week in my life, so my modules for this term are counter-terrorism, media and family, which is a case study option, so it's like PBL. Then I also do mental health and mental capacity law, and then I have my dissertation, which is on gene editing and the ethical challenges posed by it. So this is what a typical week as a final year law student at the University of York is like in second term. Here we go. So right now it's Monday, it's 7 in the morning, I am having coffee. Basically I woke up about 45 minutes ago, so just kind of like trying to wake up and use the coffee to stimulate any thought process. I'm doing my reading for my seminar on Wednesday. I think I've got 3 articles left to read. One's like 140 pages, one's like 20 and one's like 30, so it's fine. And then I have my first class at 11 AM, so basically just trying to get ready and do all that type of stuff before my class. So I've done half the reading for my seminar on Wednesday. It's for the mental health and mental capacity module, so I've just, as I said, got a few left to do. So I'm starting with the UN Convention article. I'm just trying to plough through it. So I read 1 out of the 2 journal articles. It's taken me forever, I don't know why. So I thought I would like have a little break and cook. So because I've got the time, I'm gonna actually like cook breakfast rather than having like a smoothie or cereal. So I'm doing these vegan sausages, which are literally the best thing ever. The best meat-free sausages that I've had. And then I'm going to probably do an omelette with it, maybe fried eggs. I haven't decided yet. Okay, so I'm ready now. Just about to leave to go to my first lecture, which is for the mental health and mental capacity. It's kind of like the first full day of uni. I kind of forgot to mention that before, but I've had like 1 introductory lecture last week, but this is like the first full proper day and like the first week where like everybody in law is kind of back. It feels like forever since I've had a lecture, since I've had anything, because you know we had strikes just before Christmas and then obviously like a month off for Christmas, so it feels really weird to be going back to uni. So it's about 1:30 now, I've just come back from the lecture, had something to eat and basically ready to start work. The lecture was actually really interesting, obviously the first one of the course. We had an introductory lecture last week, but this is like the first proper lecture. So basically what it did is each slide represented a section from the Mental Capacity Act, and it basically went through the whole like piece of legislation. It was quite interesting to learn about like the background and the theory to mental capacity. It was very much like a hot tour of the legislation. So sitting down to do some work now. So I'm trying to read that really big article. It was like 140 odd pages. It's a scrutiny report on the Mental Capacity Act. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing probably for the rest of the afternoon. Oh, I do not like the look of that rain. I'm about to go to my counter-terrorism, media and family module. It's like a case study module. It was one of the ones that were compulsory for me to take. I had an option of a few to choose and I basically chose to take this one. Yeah, and it's a lecture from 4:30 to 5:30. Although I'm looking at this rain and I'm like, do I watch it on replay or do I go? And I'm like, I feel like I should go. And I've got run club tonight at 6. So basically as soon as the lecture finishes, I'm going straight to run club, but I'm not gonna lie, if it's raining, I'm gonna very seriously reconsider that. I'm just walking to the run club now. I don't know why it hasn't been cancelled. Clearly I'm just weak in comparison to everybody else. I hate the rain, it's windy. It's gonna be really fun. Yeah, got quite wet. That was a bad idea in hindsight, but surprisingly there were quite a few people that turned up. I say quite a few, like 5, but considering, you know, the gale weather, the storm Brendan, or whatever it is, that's pretty good turnout. We only did 2 miles. Well, I only did 2 miles. There were a few others that did like 3 and I was like, no, it's not happening today. It's gonna be minimal. So time for a hot shower, I think, and then I've just got a bit more reading to do this evening. So it's Tuesday. I'm losing my voice. That's how early it is. I'm not even fully awake yet. Just sitting down to eat my unaesthetic porridge, watch the news, and then start my reading for the day.
If they do go and choose to go and live in Canada, which we sort of assume that's what they.
So now I've done some uni work, I kind of want to break that up and do like a different type of work. So I am going to do some work for this video commission project that I'm working on. And then I think I'm going to edit the YouTube video, this YouTube video. I'll edit Monday now. So then I can kind of see how the week is flowing as I film. Okay, so I was editing and then the postman came and finally delivered my parcel. I've literally waited for it for about 2.5 weeks. It got lost at the depot, then it had to be re-delivered, so I finally have it. Basically, over Christmas I brought my vinyls back to uni and I'm butchering this, I can't get into it. So I've had a vinyl collection for forever, basically, and I always kept them at home because I always thought like at uni, like I'm not going to use them, especially in halls and stuff. I don't really like playing music. When obviously like I've moved out of halls, I was like, oh, I'll bring them with me because I have so much free time where I'm just at home studying that listening to my vinyls will like really improve that. So at Christmas I brought them back. However, but typically me, I forgot the cable that like powers up my record player. So for the last like 2 or 3 weeks, I've just sat here with it just looking at me wanting to be played and there's no way for me to play it. So basically I got my mum to post me the cable from home, but it has been an ordeal, as I said, to get here. So now it's got here, I can finally play vinyls. It's great. Like I've been collecting vinyls as well over the last few weeks. Like I went to a few charity shops, like charity shops, FYI, best place to get vinyls. You can get them for like 50p. I once got my Hall & Oates vinyl, basically my prized possession, for 50p from a charity shop. So yeah, I recommend it. And I've basically been collecting a few new vinyls, but I haven't been able to play them. So today is the day. I feel content. Okay, so it's literally bang on 12 now. I'm debating lunch. Basically for this afternoon, I have a seminar at 2:30 for my counter-terrorism media and family module. God, that's a mouthful. It's the first seminar, so there's basically like no prep for it. But what I want to do is go on the VLE and find all of like the module guide, all the stuff that's been put up on the VLE. There's actually like 10 documents that he said he put up. So I just want to read all of them and grasp what the heck we're going to be doing in this module, how it's assessed, all of that. So currently just having some soup because I couldn't decide what I wanted. And then I'm just reading through the module guidance and putting any key information into my big document for the module. I have a table of contents at the start and basically detail like every lecture and every seminar so I can just click straight through it and see the notes that I have for them. Okay, so literally just quickly got ready, put some makeup on, and I'm ready to go to my seminar. And again, like it's raining. I know it's January, but one of these days, honestly, I'm gonna rock up to a seminar drenched. And every time I leave the house, I think it's going to be that time. And I just want a day where it's not windy and raining. Oh well. So we've just finished the case study. Didn't really know what to expect, but it's very apparent that there's so much work to do for it. Okay, so pretty much just got back from my seminar. It's about like 5:30 now. Just cooking at the moment, and then I'm gonna start answering the seminar questions for next week. So basically the module's about counter-terrorism, media and family law. The scenario focuses obviously on those 3 elements, but basically as a firm we'll end up just choosing one of them. So from the PBL of this scenario this week, there are learning outcomes for each topic, and we've kind of divvied it up between the group. We each have, I think, about 5 or 6 questions because there's basically like 20 or something that we all need to know by the end of next week. So I'm just cracking on with them now. I think I'm going to do 2 or 3 now and then 2 or 3 before the seminar next week. So that's basically how I'm spending the night. Okay, morning. It is Wednesday. It's freezing. That's why I'm still sitting in bed doing work. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. So my seminar's at 9:30, so I have about an hour before I need to start getting ready. And I just want to tackle the PBL questions from the counterterrorism, media and family case study that we did yesterday. I answered 1.5 questions last night, so I just want to do like another one now, and then I'll leave the rest then till next week. But I just kind of want to get them a little bit down, and then we'll focus on dissertation after that for the rest of the day. So I was basically answering this extradition question, kind of got the main law down and a few key principles, and then this is the question I did before. So I've done like 2 out of 5, we're getting there. Okay, so it's like 9:10 now, just about to leave to go to my mental health and mental capacity seminar. God, that's a mouthful. One of these days I'm gonna like be able to truly like reel it off without thinking about it, but we're not there yet. I've got that, and then I have a dissertation meeting afterwards, so I have a little bit of a wait in the PBL area, but it'll give me a good chance to like get some work done. And also update, it's not raining today. Just the little things in life, okay, make me happy. Okay, so I'm back from my seminar now, and then I had my dissertation supervision meeting like directly after it. So I basically stayed in the PBL area, as you saw from the clips, and then met my supervisor, Zoe. Really productive meeting, actually. Like, I came out of it really clear on like what I wanted to do with my dissertation, where I was going to go, but then I also realised I have so much work to do. And the seminar was good as well, but I was so triggered in this seminar, like, Last week we had a introductory lecture on the Tuesday. The Wednesday was a deadline for half of our year for coursework, so like obviously everybody was focused on that deadline, and we had reading, but there was obviously like no seminar, so I thought the reading from last week was for this week. So when I got into the seminar and he was like reading out the questions that we were to discuss, I was like, I have not done these questions. And then I realised that actually no, there were just 2 weeks set of reading for this week, and I just didn't do it. And I was so triggered. I was like, oh my god, like I've never not done the reading. Like, and then I did realise though actually last week I got really bored, so I read a few cases for fun, I guess you could say, and the cases that I read were actually on the reading list for this week, so I kind of did do the reading. But initially I was a bit like, oh my god, triggered. So now basically I'm just finishing off the questions for my counterterrorism module. Basically just going to spend a couple hours this evening doing that, and then probably have an early night because I've got to be up early tomorrow. Okay, so it's Thursday, it's 8:30. Normally Thursdays are my day off. However, this week I signed up to do this acting thing for ALS. So basically at York Law School, in first year you do legal skills, and in second year you do advanced legal skills. So basically those modules are like role play, try to be like real life lawyers, you draft documents, you go to court, you do all that type of thing, right? In ALS we did this trial where this couple were living together, and he cheated on her, she put some money into the house, he tried to sell the house, she wanted her money back. And they get actors in and stuff to play the people in the scenario. This year I am playing one of the people. I'm playing the woman that's like, oh, you scorned me, I want my money back. Yeah, that's what I'm doing today. It's literally from 9:30 till 3 o'clock, 3:30, but it's not like full on. It's basically like an hour every few hours. So I'm basically going to stay in the law building for most of it, try and get some work done for my dissertation. I need to do my legal analysis, which basically requires me to look at legislation, scrutiny reports if there are any, select committee reports, journals, cases, Hansard, the lot, right? That's today. Just made a smoothie as well. So this is cashew milk, honey, banana and strawberries. Okay, so it's lunchtime now. I'm currently sitting in the dark because I have like gone into a PBL room so I can print stuff out for my dissertation. I'm basically printing out a forest worth of Hansard. That's basically how the day's looking. It's actually been really interesting to play the client, like credit where credit's due. Acting's like difficult. Like the first time they were asking me questions and I was like, oh, I don't know, how long has he had the house for? I don't know. There's like quite a few pages of information to like get your head around, and sometimes they'd ask you a question that didn't really follow from the next one, so you weren't necessarily expecting it. But it's quite fun actually. The more that I do, the more I get into it. I feel like I'm very much becoming Samantha Tennant now. Okay, so it's sometime later now. Finished all of my ALS work. Basically just put a big jumper on and about to walk to the shop. So our nearest one's a co-op. It's like 15 minutes away. Get a few bits in and then I can cook dinner. So that's what I'm doing with my Thursday night. It's wild. I'm awake, but I'm not exactly loving it. Yeah, I think I need a coffee. I literally just woke up, sat down, thought I'd edit the rest of this week's vlog, and my hard drive isn't working. Is it really an editing session if I don't have hard drive problems? I mean, I really don't think it is. It's either Final Cut, audio, or hard drive issues. I feel like I'm jinxed. I can't. My main hard drive that I literally only got like 2 months ago, it wasn't registering for ages, and I finally got it to register. So I'm copying the vlog onto my old hard drive and then deleted like loads of stuff off it. So if it goes again, at least I've got a backup, but it's a stressful time. Okay, so finished editing the vlog for now and thought that I would work out. So today is mainly just going to be like a little bit of a workout, all full body, because I haven't really worked out all week other than that run on Monday. Isn't this like what all the gym boys do when they work out? They're always like, ooh, flexing. I'm actually getting there. That's not even bad. Not even bad. Okay, back down we go. Now that horror's over, it's time to eat. The best part of working out is the carb reward at the end.
You can get Nutella, of course. Nutella is very famous. People attribute all sorts of benefits to eating Nutella.
Don't ask about the weird YouTube videos, but basically I went on a massive Top Gear binge, and since that show with the original host is no longer going, I've fallen to a dark corner of the internet where it is still going, so just keep going with it. So I've just got ready. It's now 2:45. I'm just leaving to go to the hospital. So I volunteer at York Hospital. The ward that I'm on is AMU, which is the acute medical unit. It basically is the bit after A&E. I do it once a week. That's what I'm doing right now, although it takes me like an hour to get there. So that's why I'm leaving now, because I start at about 4ish. Okay, so I've just got back from my shift at the hospital and it's actually really interesting. Like, I really enjoyed it. I always feel like sometimes when you start, or some people that you might meet, it kind of like throws you off, or it might like take a while to get used to it. Dealing with people in a hospital environment is always a bit jarring, I guess, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it was fun. I like doing it. Or especially like today, the doctors were doing some rounds and stuff, like when I was there, kind of like seeing how the doctors do their thing. That was really fun. So basically right now it's like 7ish, so I'm just gonna go to the pub in a minute to go have some drinks for a society, and that's basically how I'm spending my Friday night. Yeah, like I say drink, but like I don't really drink anymore. I probably drink like once a month, once every 2 months. I basically don't drink, so when I say drink, a lemonade. Yeah, so that's how I'm spending my Friday night. I hope this vlog was interesting, I guess, to see like how I spend my weeks. I think like every time I do a weekly vlog, each one is so different. You know, uni life is so different each week. So I feel like every vlog that I do gives you a little bit more insight. So I do hope this was interesting. I will see you in the next video. I will see you next week. Bye guys.